Okay, thank you.
Okay. So last time we talked on karma. Still, I think we're going to complete it. We have to complete that. So only finish one part of the karma. Actually, it's from here. It says, the propelled by karma and habitude to the afflictions, the suffering of all beings who share this nature, I will heed them upon this self that that yearns for happiness. Yeah, the happiness and then suffering. That's here clearly saying that it's propelled by karma and habitude to affliction. So without knowing that how it's propelled by karma, then we cannot understand how they experience the suffering, why they experience suffering, and then also we will not have empathy and compassion to other. We will not understand that, and this is also very good that knowing that everything that produced by karma is also, while you are generating compassion to other, when you have empathy for other, you will not hold that worry and sadness strongly, because you know everything experienced based on karma. So, for example, someone have very serious injury, like say take some animal, and then of course we will have empathy when we see that, strong empathy. But same time, if you know that either this dog or cat having that experience of suffering by their own karma, then you will know how much you can participate, how much you can help, so how much you have limited to help. So that helps you to not have worry and sadness when you see that. So we just finished in general character of the karma, the first one, the certainty of karma. The karma is certain. That's we finish, and then again a little bit repeated on it. So that certainty karma actually saying it's whatever we have experienced, whatever result, it's depend on karma, it depend on cause and condition. But cause and condition should be similar with the result. That's one unique things I think we need to know. That actually not only the karma, in generally everything we see is growing and produced, it has to be the same, similar cause and effect. The result will be must grow similar with the what cause and condition. I mean, the more cause, substantial cause. So therefore, every substantial cause should be similar to the result. So that for example, right, the apple seed not give you the banana. The banana seed not give you the apple. If you want apple, you must put the seed of apple, then you will have apple. Same with any fruit and any plants, right? So that's need to be similar. So, and then also that without everything that we have experienced, it's depend on cause and condition. Without cause and condition, you will not have any experience like a suffering or happiness. Every time when you have happiness and suffering, it must depend on cause and condition. So, but the difference is what cause and condition, right? Otherwise, in generally, or roughly, you might know yes, my suffering is dependent on cause and condition. I had this cause and condition, therefore I'm experiencing suffering. Or my happiness is also dependent on cause and condition. So that's important to know. Everything what we experience in our daily life is depend on cause and condition. But we might have a different cause and condition. So how much you understand deep level cause and condition, right? So the Buddha is saying that you're experiencing suffering or happiness. The substantial cause of these two experiences are the karma. As we say, karma is the substantial cause. Then you might have a different idea that what is substantial cause, right? So if like eat the food poisoning, then you might think that the substantial cause is the food poisoning. It's tricky, a little bit tricky. So we might say the food poison is condition. It's not the substantial cause, because everyone eating same food, which you call as food poison, will not have same problem how you had it. So therefore, the food is not the real substantial cause. The poisoning food is the condition that we said it, right? So that's and then yeah, so on. You can think more example like that, right? Okay, it's clear that without cause and condition will not have any result. Without cause and condition will not have any experiences. But what cause and condition is that we say karma is substantial cause, because there are many different cause and condition. And then more we have to look at the substantial cause, which we call similar or not similar, which needed substantial cause. Otherwise, there are many conditions. It's not necessary to similar with the result, right? Again, go back to flower and any fruit and any tree. They need a soil, they need a earth, water. The water and soils are not similar with the tree that which we're growing, but it's conditioned to growth. But the main substantial is what seed we put it there. This is the similar what we need to result, right? Similar to the result. So therefore, the substantial cause is we call it karma. And then food poisoning, weather, whatever you call, are the condition. Okay, so if you have a doubt and any question about that, we can take a little bit next time. Okay, so keep it in your mind if you have any doubt and question. Okay, so and then also one thing to know here regarding the karma certainty. So there are numerous actions, countless action, as well as countless actions. We do have a countless karma, but when it produce, it's not produced as a mixed things. It's always produced individually karma into individual result, right? Even we hold many karma together, but it will give result individually. As last time I mentioned it, if you have many different type of seed on your hand, when you throw in the ground, once it grows, individually gives the result. Or something they are not in your hand, that seed is not grows. Only the grows what you have a seed. And also only the grows the exactly seed, even that they are like 1,000 seed holding together and pouring the 1,000 seed on the ground, but each seed will give the individual result, right? And there are no mixed result comes. So I'm not saying something that we cannot make mix, that we can make it mix. Like I said, 2, 3, put it together. Don't go there. So even you have question on that, we can take after that. So, but here saying individual, each seed will give the each individual result. Not that all comes together goes, right? And then something missing seed in that, then it would not goes. So similarly, the karma, we have a lot of karma. It only goes when it's with a condition. So, okay, so this is like an additional the certainty karma, the characteristic of the karma of certainty. I can make it summary. So without cause and condition, there will no result. That's one thing. And cause and condition should be similar, more the substantial cause should be similar with the result. And there are many causes gives you different result. Not that many cause comes together in one result, right? Many cause, each cause give the each different result. So that is exactly same how we externally seeing how the growths are, the plant and trees, right? Okay, this is the one thing to know about karma. And second, the characteristic we call magnification of karma, or multiply the karma. So again, go back, take example at external things, which we see the fruit or corn, whatever we're growing, right? So when we grow the corn, let's see, or apple, the apple is one seed we're putting on the ground, and then result, there are 1,000 apples comes, right? Why the 1,000 apple comes? Because one thing is that substantial seed do have a potential to produce 1,000 apple, and also it's meet with the perfect condition, perfect soil, perfect water, perfect sunrise, all this meet with the perfect condition. Therefore, it gives 1,000 result, right? Even one seed, same. So, and go back to karma, the one karma, right, can be give many result because the karma is multiplied. That's how we need to know. And then and again, external, how is multiplied that fruits or results are that depend on cause and condition. So same here, karma, we counted 3 different type of cause condition. Like say example, condition, let's say the power of the object, or power of the not purifying, and then power of the time. These 3 powers multiplied our karma. So what is the power of object? Like say, okay, they are bodhisattva and ordinary beings, right? Ordinary beings and bodhisattva. If we say harsh word to ordinary beings and same use harsh word to the bodhisattva, you will have more, you will multiply the karma because of the object, the bodhisattva, the person who you are criticizing, who you're using harsh word, right? So that is the power object, or power we call power object. We do have example at the long time ago. So one great practitioner, bhikshu there, and then someone say, you look like a dog, you know? So the person used that harsh words, you look like a dog. And then that person who's saying that because of the power of the person who you two blaming, then that person have 500 lifetime rebirth in dog because of that one harsh word. So because of the power of the object, I don't know how much you can understand that part right now, but this is just sharing you. We Buddhists say this is the one way to multiply our karma. If you meet the object is like a more higher and qualified, that much your karma will give you more result or multiply. So this is one. And then without purifications, let's say you created negative karma today. Let's example, you lied today, or you use harsh word, right? And so you do not have any regret on it, and then you are not purifying it. So the next day, that karma will multiply it, double, it becoming double. And third day and triples. That's the each day it's multiplied. So, and then after like after a month, as it will becoming the what called one harsh word, right, to use to people. It will be gives you result that you are 100 times use harsh word after a month. That much is multiplied, right? So therefore important that each time, or special like I mean like if you could do it, do whatever you create negative at the right way, purification practice or purified it, or you can do every day before you go to bed. Think all the day time what you created, how much you created negative karma, right? And how much you created virtuous karma. If you see that you did good deeds or you all the good actions, you rejoice it. If you see there are many bad actions, you take the bad actions, then regret it, and then commit it, cancel, I'm not doing it tomorrow again. And based on that, so purified it by use any antidote you can use it. For purifications, you can, based on four power, we're talking about the four power, right? Without four power, it will not purify any negative karma. So we must purify negative karma with the four power. Within four power, the regret is the most important. As well as you have a regret, that let you take some action better. As well as you have a regret, that let you take commitment, not doing it again. If you do not have any regret, then so you will not have that strong motivation to purify that karma, because you don't have any regret, right? So this kind of things are why we're not having regret, that if we any take bad actions, the based on we're talking karma here. Why we not have regret? Because the results not cease immediate. Result not cease immediate, therefore we not have regret. So once you, like again, if you accidentally had a poison, then how much you will have a regret to having poison or eating with the food? You will have a strong regret because you believe the poison will cause you to die, right? Therefore, you have a strong regret. Based on that regret, then you will run to what called to clear that poison, or you will run for overcome by that poisons, right? All this will come that when you have a regret. The regret is knowing that what's happening next. So same that if you look at the karma, that is because we have a many example who had a poison, the most of them died. So that example, even we not see result immediately, but the example let us feel it, and then having regret because I'm going to die now because the poison, I had a poison. And then again, because the most of them died by poison, whenever they had a poison, right? This is how our reasoning to having that regret. So similarly, if you think more on a karma, it's if you like use harsh word, what karma is happening, and then what results comes, and when you lie, when results comes, or you kill something or insect, whatever, what result comes. So if you look at the many way the karma explain it, then you will see and that you will feel it. So that means you have to a lot of think about karma, right? Okay, anyhow, here that's one way to multiply karma. You are not purifying each day or each time. Without purifying, so each day will be multiplied, and that much gives you result. And then one unique thing, again, it's as we call the power of the time also will multiply your karma. Either it's bad or good. Like say, we take example, we call Sagadawa, right? Where Buddha born, and then where Buddha enlightened, the time that where Buddha enlightened and born, we say this is the great time, or like a special time, special day. So that special day, whatever you created, either negative or positive, it will multiply. That's the one. And then we can, it really not have a scientifically explain on it, right? So but we can go a little bit like that to how time multiplying our karma, okay, so these three ways that multiply karma, I don't know how much again you understand, but not easily and simply think, oh, it is like a superstitious, right? You can ask question about that. So they try to think more on it, and then it would take your time. When you really see is there like it's impossible, that's okay, then finally you can decide it. So not easily and simple decided that it's wrong, right? But here again, let me repeat it. So multiplying karma, there are many examples we do have what is multiplying the result that we don't have to explain it. So you can see the most of external things is once it grows many fruits, many results, right? That's we don't need to explain. But the way karma, that how multiply, it's your karma will multiply the power of the object. Either it's bad karma or good karma, both will multiply it if you meet the higher object. So, and then it will multiply, especially the negative karma, it will multiply without purifies. And then good karma, if you rejoice, again multiply it, right? Rejoicing makes you multiply that good karma. And then third one is the power of the time will multiply the karma. Okay, so what do you think on that now? I can take question or any suggestion.
I've got a question.
Okay.
So you're talking about if you do something negative towards somebody like a higher being, like a bodhisattva, that could be worse than a sentient being. But what about the fact that it's actually harder to treat someone with good respect and have good karma with somebody who's negative and somebody who's not so good. So wouldn't that actually have more power than having kind words to a bodhisattva?
The first one, can you repeat the one?
So, if one has kind words for a bodhisattva, you get good karma, correct? You're saying that that's more powerful than having kind words to a sentient being.
I see, okay.
But wouldn't it be better karma to go and have kind words to a very negative person, someone who's hard to, because that's harder to do. So if you can have kind words and treat somebody well that's not kind wouldn't that be, I just think wouldn't that have more power to it? Like
Oh, okay. Because it's difficult to do it, right? Okay. So I think a way that yourself to being kind or use some kind word, part of that might be help you to better power, but the part of the object who is very difficulty, negative person and very ordinary. So it will not, I think it's not help you to have that strong, better karma, but you are challenging, you are practicing, takes more effort, could be to make better karma, but not the object.
Okay, all right, I get it. I think I understand.
Yeah. So anyone else to talk about that multiplying karma?
Oh, never mind. Somebody else talking?
Yeah, I had a question. It seems like what I'm hearing is that a person's happiness and a person's suffering are a result of a cause. They come from a cause. And if, say, somebody is unkind to another person, I tell this person they're ugly, they're bad, and that causes that person to have suffering because now they feel like they don't have a sense of worth, or they feel that there's something wrong with them. So how can I understand that really that suffering is their own karma that came from something in their past or their karma, as opposed to something that was caused by another person's action? If anything happens to a person because of something, a cause that was more directly related to them than to the outside, someone purify themselves through good actions when it actually came from somebody else.
Oh, okay. So let me correct if I understand your question clearly. So I'm trying to answer you and correcting me, okay? So if it goes wrong. So yeah, the direct, like say, we are unkind to others. Like say, again, go back, we can take example. I use harsh word, right? That you can I take this example? Using harsh word. Okay. I use harsh word to someone, and someone or yeah, maybe better say I use divisive speech between the boss and employee, and then boss kick them out, right? So and then that person is suffering. So that person is suffering because we see the boss kick them out because of my divisive speech. So but here, how it's related with the karma, which why is not that directly my my divisive speech, and then the boss having wrong thoughts. Why not? This is the main cause instead of karma that you're asking, right?
Yes.
Okay, so That's simply one thing to understand. So it's cause someone have suffering because of the lose the job. And then we use same attitude, same technique for other persons. Do you think everyone can have a suffering when they lost job? Same example, I use harsh word, and then the boss has a wrong misunderstand with my harsh word, and then kick them out. Whoever happening this kind of situation, do you think everyone has a equally same suffering? What do you think?
I'm not sure if I understand. I mean, if,
Like I say, 10%, okay, they're 10%. Then we will do today 1%. Yes, that person has a suffering now because lost the job. Now we'll do next person again. I will use harsh word and boss will kick them out, next person, and third and fourth and up to 10%. Do same things. Do you think that all the 10% have a same suffering? Or all the 10% will have a suffering?
probably not.
It's not necessary every person have a suffering, right?
No.
Yeah, this is the good example that our action is not the main substantial cause, because everyone has a not suffering. If this is the substantial cause, everyone should have an equal same suffering which the first person had it. Right? So the fifth person do not have it, 10% had it, first person had it. So why fifth person do not have that suffering? Because the cause condition is cause is exactly same.
Right.
He's saying you may have done them a favor
Yeah.
without knowing it.
Yeah, okay.
If they have good karma coming. Maybe that's
And yeah, we can look back to again the weather, same problem. We can say the bad weather, it not necessary cause to everyone has a depression. Right, the winter time, many people have a depression and anxiety. That's I heard it. It's true. Okay. So if so, then everyone, the weather is exactly the same for everyone. How it's cool, how it's dark, exactly the same. But everyone not having depression as the same, other one have it. The weather is same, but the experience is different. Therefore, that experience must be different cause, because the weather is not. If weather is the cause, then everyone has same problem, but not. You know, whatever I give early example and this example, you can think why it's not cause them have suffering for everyone equally.
Okay.
Yeah, then something they're individually caused. Because this is therefore we said these are the condition. My harsh word is condition. The boss having misunderstand through by my harsh, I mean like my divisive speech, that boss having misunderstand is also condition. And then kick them out. So that condition could be bring them suffering. That condition could be not bring them suffering, as well as they do have a bad karma that we said it. The substantial cause is karma. That's the way you have to think it. And then we can think more like this. And how much you think that way, then you will understand better.
Geshe?
Oh, yeah, Janet.
With that, then, if somebody were to do that to 10 people in the same company and have 10 people fired, that's the one result for the people who are fired. But the person who is doing the divisive speech, is that an example of how the negative karma will multiply for that person? That each time they've created more divisive speech, they're creating more negative karma and it's multiplying?
This is multiplying is again depend on the 10%. The 10% are like is something that high level of beings, then it could be multiply the power of the object, and I'm not purifying my karma also can multiply it. So not that because 10 multiplied, each I will create a new karma, right?
Right.
Each person created new karma. That new karma will multiply it because of power of object or power of time or not purifying it.
Okay. And when you're finished, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt if that man is still finishing his question, but when he's finished, I have one.
I'm off.
Okay.
Okay. So I'm trying to understand like purification practice and the karma multiplying. And I want to check if I understand correctly that so we have actions of body, actions of speech, and actions of mind.
Mhm.
And so it's our actions of body and speech that actually create karma. But our actions of mind, are they like a cause and condition?
No, not exactly. When we counted the 10 non-virtues, the 3 are refers to the mind. It's the non-virtue actions and negative karma, right?
Right.
So we can count it there, not only the physical actions, also mind actions also counted in what called the negative karma, could be created negative karma or virtuous karma.
But so didn't you tell us once that if somebody has a habit of anger and they don't, maybe you're thinking something, an angry thought, but you don't express it, that
They're
you
not
have-
expressing, yeah, that's different.
Right.
That's different, right? So let's say, again, I'm repeating here, which is very important. All these mental afflictions are not karma. We having anger, we having desire is not by karma. Okay, that's clear. Anger itself is not karma, or having anger is not produced by karma. It's clear, right? Every mental afflictions. So, but how we can say the mentally creating negative karma? So like, I have anger now. Then same anger brings me the bad intention to harms to them. Then once I have like a strong intention to harming them, that you can count it as a negative karma as a mental. That's one action of the mental, but anger itself is not.
So the strong intention to harm, even if you didn't act on it, is a negative karma.
Yeah, even you not like a use like any physical things.
I see. And so in purification practice, we purify our actions of body and speech. And then for our mind, don't we do it a little differently in the purification practice? Or no?
How differently?
Well, okay, this is like important for me to understand correctly, because I feel like I'm always asking you in a similar question. The things like maliciousness, covetousness, and
Mhm.
ignorance are things we're trying to eliminate. Whereas the negative actions of body and speech are karma that we need to purify.
Oh, okay. So yeah, let me make clear. These 3 actually part of mental afflictions, right? Wrong view. Covetousness is related to the desire, attachment. It's part of mental afflictions. And then harmful intention. The harmful intention itself maybe could be the negative karma, but the other 2, the wrong view and covetousness itself is mental affliction, as well as mental affliction is not the negative karma. But why is counted there? Because there, this covetousness and wrong view, whatever brings you that they're intended you have some kind of bad intention and motivation, that part it's counted as a negative karma. You know, the mind things, three of the mind negative karma, it's a little bit tricky. It's need to explain more on it, as this is not as like the verbal and physical actions.
Okay. So, and I can understand how when we do purification practice and we have regret and we commit to not commit those actions again, that would help reduce our risk of doing it again in the future. But I'm not sure how it really purifies an action that's already happened.
Oh, I see. So the purifying, you are not purifying the action, what happened it. You are purifying the result happening by this action. That you are actually purifying the result. Once you purify it, you will not have a result. That's not how we call this purified.
Okay.
Right? Of course, that action is past. There are no way to purify it. And another way you can think. So when you purify it, doing it again and again with a positive mind, that your habitual, your habit will change more toward to positive. So your habit more toward to positive, again, this is one good sign that you purified that negative habit, right? Same way you can think the negative karma.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Can you speak more about creating negative mental karma? If you're just generating some kind of a thought or a wish, but it's not, well, I guess if the thought or wish is towards somebody, I don't know, that action, that mental action is not actually having an effect on that object, or is it? Can you just speak more about how that works?
Again, go back to the having harmful intention with the anger. So anger is the condition. So intended, you have a harmful intention. And again, just having harmful intention is not counted as bad karma, not counted as negative karma. Okay, just having, but the intention is developed, increases, and then almost nearly you are harming to other. At that moment, intention that strong, which is really like a lets you take action, right? That intention is counted karma. But before that, just having intention, let's say I have an anger, and then I have an intention to harm to you now, but that is not that strong. And then after a minute, it's gone. You do not create any negative karma, even mental, right? You did not. So, but you hold it, that intention to which you need to harm to other, and you keep thinking harming and harming. That intention will becoming more stronger, and then that much stronger. It's really let you take action at that moment. That intention, which you really let you take action, right? That intention we counted negative karma. Before that, not.
Would it be separate? Like, I understand if you could not act like something, like you wanted to harm somebody, but then something prevented, like physically prevented you from harming somebody else. If you develop that intention to harm somebody, and you're continuing to develop it, and then you actually harm them, that moment before you harm them, if this karma is created, and then the karma of actually harming them, are these part of like the same thing, or are they different or related?
There are two karma. Now you're creating two karma, right? So mentally you create a negative one of negative karma, which is which is really let you harm it. And then your actions, physical action, either you use harsh word or you harms, like hits them. That also counted. You created two karma.
So, okay, so for it to count as actual negative karma, it would have to be like directly on the verge of harming somebody, whether that actually came to pass or not. It would have to be you are on just about on the cusp of actually harming them. Yes?
You last part, I don't understand. Can you make?
Like it would be like the moment before you actually physically harm them.
Mhm.
That's where it would have to be at for that karma to actually be effective.
The both.
Right, no, I understand. I'm talking about like if somebody is preventing you from harming somebody, but you want to act like you are just about to act on that moment before you try to harm somebody. This is where your thought process or wish or desire to do this would have to be at, like the level it would have to be at to count as this is actually karma.
Yeah, okay.
I'm trying to figure out where the line is between wanting to harm somebody and then having a persistent desire. How persistent does that desire to harm somebody have to be? Where does it have to be at to actually count?
Okay, the part of covetousness, it's help if I can explain on it.
What?
Can I just say something? Is it more that when if something comes along and you briefly get angry, and so it's passive, you basically, something happened, you get angry, it's a passive thing. And you may even say, I want to harm them, that becomes more passive. But when you start actively thinking about it, is that when it becomes a mental, you get mental karma? It's because you have to actually actively think about it? Is that the differentiation?
Actively think means it's really taking action, right? That's
You're sitting
Just in
there,
her mind.
yeah, so you're basically, a bee stings me and I'm like, ow, that hurt. Oh my God, I hate bees. I'm gonna try to hit it. Well, that's almost like a reaction. It's passive. But then, after that happens, now you go, okay, so I'm going to destroy all the beehives. That's what I want to do. Okay, so how am I going to go ahead and destroy these beehives? I'm now actively thinking about it as opposed to.
Oh, okay, I see. Yeah, you can think that, yeah. So really, I'm really doing that, right?
Right.
That kind of intention, that kind of my mental, that's you can count it as karma, mental karma.
So would it be like, I will harm this person rather than like, I want to harm this person? When it becomes like, I am going to destroy the bees, I'm going to harm this person. Is that the line where it becomes karma?
I think if you more reflective on my previous answer, answer will be there. I make distinction between just having a will, I want to harm, right? And then you continue having that I want to harm, I will harm next year, next month, and then somehow you did not harm. That mental not counted as negative karma. I said the counted negative karma really let you do that at the moment. That is strong intention. There are no way you can stop it. There are no no chance that you stopped it. Just doing that strong intention at the moment, that counted. Before that, when I say before that, then you can think will. Will is not necessary that created mental negative karma.
So it's like it almost has to be in motion, like you are. Okay, I think I understand it. Thank you.
So isn't it that you can't?
Another way say, yeah, Janet, sorry, I will come. Another way say we are two intention we counted, right? The momentary intention and cause intention, right? So let's say cause intention, let's say I have empathy to this dog, very seriously injured. You have a compassion or empathy to this dog at the cause intention. Because of that, I have to put down I have to put sleep this dog. This also cause intention with the compassion, right? At the moment you are doing it sleeping, that moment like an intention, that you can count it a negative karma. The cause intention, not necessary to count it negative karma. So what is different between cause intention and movement intentions, right? So movement intentions, well, you're taking actions, and at the same time you have intentions that counted, before that not counted.
Sure.
Yeah, yes, Janet.
So isn't it you can't experience the karma for an action that you didn't commit, right? So that if you didn't do the action, I was thinking about Chappelle's question. I think he was asking, like, if you were about to punch somebody and you were all ready to hit somebody right in their face as hard as you could, but somebody else got between you and stopped you. I think if I understood Chappelle, is that kind of what you're asking? Is that still you wouldn't get the negative karma because you didn't actually hit that person?
Yeah, I think that would be a sufficient way to explain it. Like if it was somebody intervened and blocked.
Yeah, somebody got between you and stopped you from hitting that person, then you didn't you didn't complete the action.
Right.
And I think
Oh,
that,
I see. But still that mental, that mind, I think that mind should be counted in a negative karma, because you already take action. It's not completed. You already take action because of that intention. So that counted, I think, negative karma, yeah.
Yeah,
Chappelle, how I've always seen it is that there is a difference between a feeling and an intention. Right, so if I'm angry with you, right, that's a feeling. It's negative. It's suffering. Right, but if I go to the point where I intend to harm you, like physically harm you, now we're getting into mental karma. If I actually harm you, then that becomes the physical karma. That's how I look at it. If that helps, I know.
Yeah, I think
And I
it's-
could be wrong, so the teacher will correct me if I am.
it seems to be like I want to do something versus like
I feel something
will
versus
do
I
it.
want
Definitely
versus I
going
will
to
to
do
do
it.
something is different. I feel something versus I will to do something specific is entirely different. That's how I always look at it. If that helps.
It's like a feeling and a desire.
Yeah, a feeling, a vague desire, you anger me for whatever reason, blah, blah, blah. But for me to then go to the will, to the point where I will hurt you, I will take my revenge or whatever, that's different. That's where mental karma is. If I actually take the action, now I've reached physical karma. That's how I've separated it. I don't know if that is correct or not.
I see, huh? Yeah.
So, and maybe it's almost like our feelings and emotions are on sort of a different level internally than our mental faculties, where we have the mental faculty of thinking to act on something. That's maybe more of our conscious volition.
There you
And
go.
at the same time, our ability to have what's it called? Have consciousness of that and control that impulse is also a mental volition, right?
Manipulation means, Rick, can you more clarify the
Yeah, just I can't think of the term right now. Just from Shantideva, talking about keeping sharp guard of your own mind, right?
Uh-huh.
I can't think of the proper term for that.
vigilance.
Vigilance.
Yes, yeah, exactly. That vigilance comes from the same sort of will. I can't even think of a better term for will, but it's a willful act, as well as the negative, the sort of negative intention is also a willful act. But those being willful acts are on a different level than your emotion, which is maybe I'm not sure. I'm just kind of proposing this.
Oh, I see. Okay. As again, like just having emotion is not necessary. Again, it's either mental or physical karma. but as I said, they're getting strong. Again, I can take example covetousness. How, let's say you see something in the store and then you want it because of desire. That wanting is not really what call it's negative karma, right? Then so let's take an example, you want to buy the horse, you see the horse, right? And so, and then again, so then you like let's say, then that you really desire, your desire is increases to buying this horse, and then nothing can stop you to buy this horse, and a strong intention, but no money, right? So then you are saying, like say, okay, I'm stealing the money, or I'm deceiving someone, take money to buy this horse. And then you having that intention, strong intention, to the moment that you deceive other, or you are really taking actions at just moment before you take the actions, that moment's desire, the intentions deceiving, because of that's counted like a negative karma, which is created by the covetousness, or you are stealing, both are counted from the covetousness. So covetousness itself is not negative, not the mental karma, right? But it's led you this kind of intention to have strong, either is stealing or deceiving other, or then you're doing it at the moment, that's counted the second mental karma, which is related with the covetousness. Okay, so anyhow, that multiplying karma is, I don't know, as I said, we cannot explain you scientifically how it's multiplied, but in simple way, you can think, if something you take wrong, then once you become a habit, then it's very difficult to change it. And once you become a habit, without intention, you will take it. So that's simply thing, don't make it your habit. Any negative actions, negative thoughts, try to stop it, even it's small, right? Simple, you have just simple negative thought. Also, you just simply thinking, if I have a $1 million, that's how it started. This thought is just nothingness. It's not cause, not harms for anyone, either not harms to you, not harms to others, just thinking I have a $1 million. But at the same time, once you think that could be increases. Once it increases, that become your bad habit. Keep thinking money, $1 million, keep thinking it. That let you steal, that let you do so many negative actions. So when it increases, that you are becoming your bad habits. So once you steal one time, you success, that let you steal another time and another time, and the whole your entire life, you enjoying the stealing it, that habit comes. Because simple, that habit is beginning from thinking, if I have a $1 million, what's happening? So therefore, this is, I can relate it with, say, one sip of alcohol made you addiction, right? It's not necessary cause you have addiction, but it's very much possible to cause you have addictions, right? Once you addicted to you, then it's very difficult to change it. That's where you can think how multiplied it. So therefore, even you one sip, when you drink the alcohol, one sip, you have to really, really think careful, not increase it, not have desire on it, or imitate, purified it. So I'm not going to do it tomorrow, not going to drink tomorrow. If you do that, you will never become an addictions alcoholic, right? Same way, any action, either it's physical or mental, Don't think it's simple. It's okay to think it, because it causes you have a very bad habit, which is cause of suffering, and then which also very difficult to change it. Once you become a bad habit, then you can think it's how it's multiplied. That action, keep thinking, keep thinking. So therefore, most of masters said, when you are being alone, guard your mind. When you are being in society or community, guard your verbal, guard your speech. Especially when you are alone, when you are in the mind or just by yourself, then you think I can do anything. Yes, you can, but don't turn into the don't multiply it, or don't turn it into the have very, very bad habit. The beginning is small, but it causes big. So therefore, what we need to learn here to karma is multiplying, even in simple, even in small, you should stop immediate. Don't think if I do have a $1 million. It's simple, but it costs a lot. So that's how we can learn here to multiply karma. Okay? So don't turn into your habit, any mentally or physically. Don't make it your habit. So that's the whole point saying here. Especially more negative thoughts and negative actions. It's become your habit. Then there are a lot of, no one can stop you. Nothing can stop it, right? So, and then even that habit causing me have a lot of suffering, but still you cannot stop that. It's exactly same alcohol. Therefore, again, very much need to take care, even it's small and simple, right? Say any negative thought, I'm not thinking it. Any negative action, I'm not taking it, right? So that's how we need to commit it or knows after knowing that karma multiplied. Is this clear? Okay. So, and then let me move to next, if you do not have any question. So the third, the characteristic, general character of karma is, say, not experiencing the effect of action that you do not do it. You do not take it, right? So, so that, then again, example, we can think in our daily life, any, if you need to become a more rich, you have to act, right? Do either business or whatever you need to do it, something. So then you become a rich. If you want to become more educated, then you have to do something. All this knowledge, rich, wealth, happy, everything is depend on action. That's clear, right? So the act, if as well as you take action, it will brings you result. If not take action, there are no result. Okay, so but yeah, there are a lot of cases there. This is the statement, the third character of karma, general karma, saying not experiencing the effect of action that you do not do it. Okay, but based on that, we can have a lot of question on it in our daily life. So, but keep thinking that, and then which I give example, any result depend on our effort, any wishes fulfilling in our daily life. It's depend on our actions. That's clear, right? The one difference is, for example, if you're a farmer, you have to go in a ground and put something on that, and then it grows. But not necessarily always you have to go there, right? So you can ask to someone, to finish that all this vegetable grows. But karma is not exactly happening like that. In external, either you can do it or you can ask to someone to do it, to having this result. We can do both, right? Karma, exactly not that way to work. It's a little bit different there, right? So in generally, yes, you can take example that any you need result, we must take action. Either you verbally or physically, we must take actions. Even you asking to someone do it, you are taking action because you're saying you're collecting money here to giving them, these are the action, and you're telling them to, I need this kind of vegetable. Even someone do for you, your action is involved in that. So it therefore, your action there, but the karma is there, only the experience the affected that only you do it, not someone do for you, right? Say there are many concerning that sometimes the children's do bad actions. It can be it's possible to cause effect to parents or not. Or sometimes parents doing bad action, it's possible to cause or affect to children or not. That's in generally, yes, but part of karma, there no. Whatever parents take action, that all the result, only the ripening to parents, not the children's. And in parents means individually, like the fathers, whatever fathers taking actions, the result, the karma result, only the ripening the father as well as mother, and then go with children, not cannot help others, as well as when you produce karma, cannot help other, same way, purified cannot help others. You have to purify yourself. You cannot ask someone to purify for you. So because you cannot have good karma to, doing someone take good action for you. So whoever takes good action, that result only happening for that person, it's not to you. Even for you, that's the result will not happen to you. This is the part of the here, knowing that not experiencing the effect of action that you did not take it. So, and Sutra said, karma will not happening in like a earth. Karma will not happening in on a stone, and karma is not happening on a water, but karma only happen on your hips, your body. Your hips means like 5 hips, right? It says karma only happening on your hips. That's what saying. It's not on earth, not on the water, not on the fire, or like a stone. Only your hips. That means who has a feeling. The rock do not have a feeling. That we not count it. The rock experiencing the karmic result, right? So not counted. So karmic result will only experience that who has a feeling, who has a consciousness and mind and feeling, that only the experience the result of karma. And even who have a feeling individually experience their individual actions, not the someone actions you will experience this, right? So even you cook for someone and someone eat the food, but you are not overcome by hungry, you have to eat it. But you cook for someone, right? You can take that as the example to how individually actions happening on only the same person who takes the actions. That's the how to know the one character of karma in general. Okay. So what do you think of that now?
Can animals generate karma?
Yes.
They can.
Yes. Yes.
Okay. So what? So would that include like even insects, or like at what level do you form karma? Like plants can or cannot form karma?
Whoever do not have a feeling and consciousness of mind, they will not have experienced the karma.
Okay,
We not counted they created karma.
okay,
So usually we say sentient being, or sometime here in the West, living being also, right? So that's a little bit have a discussion on it. They have a question, what is really sentient being? And then one of the general definitions give here, who can express their emotion and who can move, which can move for wish fulfilling their own.
okay.
That counted sentient being.
Alright.
And then you might say the windy planet, what called, isn't that moving? No, it's one place. They're still not moving here east to west, right? So it's not counted move.
Okay,
It grows, right? Windy goes, it grows, it's not moved. So therefore, definition is like that. Who is like a who can express their emotion, and also who can move here to there to fulfill your own wish.
okay,
So that's we can call descendant being. Therefore, the earth, the planets are not.
So someone who's in a coma, they're
Uh-huh.
still a sentient being. They're not expressing emotions and they cannot move, but aren't they still a sentient being?
The who has coma, yeah, they are descendant being.
But they're
So
just not.
there are two
able-
issues. One, the coma person, which we think they cannot think anything. They don't have any feeling. This is actually caution. This
No,
is
you
big
said-
question, right?
Yeah.
That's one question. And another question is that person who is in a coma is very much capable or have a potential for move, have a potential for have that experience. But
Right.
the rock do not have any potential to express their emotion.
Okay, because even though they're not expressing that, they still have them perhaps, so.
Yeah. Same the way we sleep. When we sleep, we're not really expressing our emotion. I don't know, maybe like a normal sleep, right? We are not expressing any emotion, but is this sentient being? Sentient being is sleeping now.
Right.
Yeah, that's a good question.
This
Special,
part,
another,
I'm sorry, does part of your commentary on animals being able to generate positive and negative karma have to do with reincarnation, obviously, and being reincarnated to lower or higher realms, and the ability to escape the animal realm and be reincarnated at a higher level would have to be generated by effort at some level, right?
Yeah, not necessarily the same lifetime. So yes, we are human being now, and then we have a lot of opportunity to generate more positive karma or do more better actions, even we doing it. But it's possible that next life you will like a rebirth in lower realm, even whole take actions. This, how karma works. This is the two example that we commonly giving it. This is because it's very easy to understand about karma. It's very much help. One story I can say, that's if you hear first, if you hear before, yeah, I know it. I'm kind of like repeating. So one who's selling alcohol, the lady who lives near the monastery, right? And then she is selling alcohol. Same time, she disrupted many monk. That's we counted negative karma, negative action. But her next life is again take human birth, right? And then not just human birth, she become a monk in the same monastery, and she became an abbot in this monastery. But the previous action is so bad, terrible. But the next life, she become an abbot, right? And then as she become an abbot, she have a lot of like a good dharma practice, and a lot of opportunity to like do six perfection practice and so on, right? And knowing a lot of the good things. Well, after Abbott died, then that he rebirth in hell realms. So how it works, right? That's we know. So just next life, she become a human again and become a monks and abbot. These all results are not the result of what she did like just previous life. This result from another karma. What she did previous life, it's result ripening when after the abbot died. When he passed away, then he rebirthed in hell realms. That karma actually what she created earlier time. So that's, as you know, how karma ripening is not necessarily just go to next life. And not that's only we hold one karma, right? We do have a lot of, even this lifetime, how much we did take good action and bad actions. We do a lot of good action and bad actions, right? Every single actions turn into the karma that you can see how much we hold that positive and negative karma. That each will give you result. It's not necessary it will give you result at the same time, all the same time, or if you give you only one result, not like that. Individually give result, individually result. Like cause, individually give result, and then it's not necessary at the same time. So this is one you can think it. And another common the story we're saying, when the one family, the fathers and mothers passed away, the mother reborn in a dog and the father reborn in a fish, right? And then that the wife and husband, the husband actually, husband's the mother and father, after they died, one reborn in a dog, one reborn in a fish, and that person went to the like a pond to catch the fish, and then catch exactly the fish. Was his father's life. This fish is, so previous life is his father. He catch it and he cooked it. And that dog was his mother before, but this lifetime is dog and comes nearly to try to have that bone, the fish, eat the fish. And that son hits the dog to kick them out, not giving, because we not recognize it's my previous mother and my previous father. This is how life changed. This is how karma changed to us. So these two examples actually give you a lot to understand about karma. And yes, this dog can rebirth better next life because the dog do have many good karma, which is either created in this lifetime or previous lifetime. A dog can be again come to dog. Dog can be again go to the more worse life, hungry ghosts on hell realms or better life. All this dog has the karma. It's not necessarily the same lifetime have to create it karma for next lifetime.
Thank you.
Yeah. Okay, so let's say if this is not experiencing the effect of the action of that, would you do not do it, right? So if so, then we can say, even isn't that we are using the Buddha's Dharma, Buddha's teaching, which is like only it comes from Buddhas, right? It's all cause and condition. The Buddha accumulated all these conditions and Buddha teach to us. Even we are enjoying with the Buddha teaching. So because Buddha teaching is not our karmas, right? Buddha teaching is only the comes from Buddha himself, which is accumulate a lot of cause and condition. So then all the cause and condition effort, Buddha did it earlier time, and that he brings us this teaching this lifetime. But we are enjoying with the Buddha's teaching isn't that karma that we are meeting with something we not created, something we not actions? What do you think? This is your question, okay? This let you think another type of similar question based on understanding this part of character of karma. Okay, this is just hints. I give you the, I know the hints. This is example to think. So you have a more example like that, and then each time having like an answer for that. Once you clear each, that much you understand clear that say not experiencing the effort of the actions that you do not do it. Okay. So we can talk next time continuously. This is the example I gave you, and you can bring a better example like this. How come this is actually not matching with this your statement about talking that third character of general karma. So here Buddhism, definitely you can debate, you can reject it, there are no problem, which I give you the example. Wow, what is this now? It looks like not really telling us exactly, because we are having experiencing, we are enjoying with someone else the actions, you know, as we are enjoying with the Buddha's teaching. So how come I do not take any effort, but how come I enjoying it? So this is, I give you example. So there are no problem to debate and rejecting it. But while you reject it, need a perfect reason. Really, really sincerely reject it, not with the anger and attachment, right? Sincerely rejecting it, sincerely thinking on that, sincerely debating on it, that 100% allow you to do this. There's no problem. That's how we need to learn actually. Okay, so okay, I'm going to stop here now and then think more the third character or karma, and then which I give you example, and you find it a more similar example like this, then we will talk next time. Okay, thank you very much everyone, and have a wonderful day.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Geshe.
Okay, bye now everyone.
Thank you, Geshe.
Bye.